Hello and welcome to today's episode on blogging. I am Sunil Saxena. I am an author and journalist with over 3 decades of experience in print, new media, social media, media education, and media research. I'm an avid blogger, and in this episode, I'll share many of the insights into blogging. This includes the do's and don'ts of blogging and some carefully researched tips to become a successful blogger. The episode also describes what is a blog, the important features of a blog, and how blogging is being used by individuals and organizations. The term blog is not very old. In fact, it was coined as recently as 1999. The credit for coining this term, according to Webopedia.com, goes to Peter Marholz. In April 1999, Peter came across a web term called weblog, which had been coined by John Barger. Peter shortened the term weblog to blog. The rest, as they say, is history. Hundreds of thousands of people across the world have since then been using the word blog for their writings on the web. In fact, so popular is this form of writing that an entire ecosystem has grown around blogs, which is popularly referred to as blogosphere. This virtual world is populated by techies, professionals, housewives, environmentalists, scientists, teenagers, celebrities, religious groups, politicians, bureaucrats, and many, many more. Most of them are prolific writers and churn out millions and millions of words every day. In its simplest form, a blog can be defined as a personal diary on the net, which is used by individuals to write on subjects that they know. Some individuals write every day, some write twice or thrice a week, some write once a week. Some are very irregular and write only when they have to say something. What makes blogs unique is that they give an opportunity to every individual to publish their thoughts. This was not possible earlier. An individual could send his writings for publication to a newspaper or a magazine or to a book publisher, but he had no say in the actual publication of his work. That was decided by the editors who reviewed the work and decided whether the work was worthy of publication or not. Blogs have changed the way information is communicated. It is no longer from one to many. On the contrary, it is from many to many. Blogs are not only used by individuals to post comments, but are also used by companies and institutions as an important public relations tool. Companies like Google, LinkedIn, Facebook encourage their employees to write blogs to communicate new offerings or research being done to improve existing products. These blogs are informal in tone and are carefully monitored by technology writers and media. For companies, they are proving to be a highly effective tool to communicate information. Similarly, celebrities like Amitabh Bachchan and Amir Khan write blogs that film writers watch closely because they provide useful information. They have become a smart way to communicate with fans and the media. However, it must be remembered that it is not easy to sustain a blog. The blogger must come up with fresh and original information that others want to read. One reason for the huge popularity of blogs is the ease with which they can be created. There are no special skills required to create a blog. Also, there is no cost involved in setting up a blog. There are several blog providers on the net, but the most popular are WordPress.com and Blogger.com. These two blog providers are internet giants in their own rights. They have made it possible for millions of individuals to create blogs for free. You too can use them to set up your own blog. All that you need is a valid email address. After that, you can visit either WordPress or Blogger and click on the link Create Your Blog. This will open a page where you will be asked to fill your username, the name of the blog you want to create, and a password. The blog provider will scan its database to check if the login name or email address given by you is being used by any other individual. If these are unique, a verification link will be sent to the email address given by you. Otherwise, you will be asked to provide another email address or choose another login name. This way, the blog providers ensure that you are the sole owner of your blog. Once you click on the verification link to establish your identity, the blog provider will give you access to the administrative area of your blog, which is popularly known as admin area. This entire process is fully automated, and in less than 5 minutes, you can become the proud owner of a blog. All that you need to do now is to create content and publish it on your blog for the world to read, share, and comment upon. It is that simple. You can also use Indian blog providers to create your blog. The 5 most popular Indian blog providers are Rediff.com, Sify.com, Indiatimes.com, Sulekha.com, and BigAdda.com. Blogging is no longer limited to English. Most blog providers like WordPress, Blogger, or Rediff provide blogging facilities in 10 or more Indian languages. You too can take advantage of this and create your blog in your own language. The following are the important features of a blog. 1. Web address. Each blog has a unique web address. This address is created by the program after an individual enters the blog name. For instance, a blogger wants the name of his blog to be My Blog. WordPress will check if this name has been allotted to any other blogger. If it has not been allotted, then it will create the following web address: http://myblog.wordpress.com. The blog can be accessed by anyone, anywhere in the world by typing this web address. 2. Web space. WordPress provides 3 GB of free space to every blogger who opens an account with it. This is enough web space to create millions of text articles and post thousands of photographs. Bloggers who want to post audio or video files have to buy space. 3. Admin area. The heart of each blog is the admin area. It is a full-fledged content management system. The blogger can post stories, modify stories, add photographs, delete stories, archive stories, create categories, assign keywords, decide look and feel of the blog, etc. The great thing about the admin area is that it is extremely user-friendly, and it does not take much time for a new blogger to understand how it works. 4. Content window. The front end of a blog has a content window. This is where the blog posts are displayed. The postings are in reverse chronological order, with the last post being displayed first. This ensures that old content is pushed lower down on the page and the latest post is displayed prominently on the top for visitors to browse. 5. Archives. The blogs provide for archiving of content. The archiving can be done on weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. It can be done on the basis of categories too. In either case, content once posted on the blog is stored in neat folders and can be retrieved with ease. 6. Comment box. Each blog post has a comment box where the visitors can leave their reactions. The blog owner can moderate these comments, even delete them if he considers them mischievous or malicious. 7. Subscriber feed. The visitors have the option to subscribe to the blog feed. This is a useful facility because subscribers get to know of every new blog post in their feed readers without visiting the blog. They can then decide to visit the blog, to read the full post, or ignore the new post. 8. Blogroll. This is another important feature of blogs. The blog owners use this feature to showcase blogs that they like. 9. Plugins or widgets. The plugins or widgets allow blog owners to pull content from other sources. For instance, a blog provider can use the weather widget to enable visitors to learn about weather conditions. Similarly, the astrology widget can showcase forecasts. These are value additions that enhance site stickiness. 10. Themes. The blog providers have developed scores of themes. These themes define the look and feel of a blog and can be installed at the click of a button. The blogger has the option to change the themes at any point of time. 11. Permalink. Each blog post, when it is published, is assigned a web address. This web address is called a permalink because it is a permanent URL of the blog post. Any blog user can retrieve the post or direct a visitor to the blog post by using the permalink. 12. Categories. The blogger can arrange or organize content in distinct folders called categories. For instance, a blogger on media can store TV articles under television category, radio articles under radio category, and newspaper articles under print category. The blogger can even create subcategories, making storage and retrieval of content easy. 13. Tags. Blogs also allow the searching of blog posts using tags or keywords. The keywords are assigned before the blog post is published. This makes it possible for visitors to locate articles of interest by inputting keywords in the search box. The keywords also make it easier for search engines to index articles. 14. Search box. Each blog is equipped with search facility. All that the blogger needs to do is to activate the search box and position it at a prominent place on the page. The visitors can then search the blog by entering keywords in the search box. It is easy to set up a blog, but very difficult to get visitors. Even if you get visitors, it is not easy to ensure that they come back. So, what do you do to become a successful blogger? You must learn to create posts that are easy to read. 4 popular blogging styles that bloggers have developed are: 1. List posts. In this style of blogging, the blogger organizes information in short and snappy points. For instance, a doctor who does hair transplant may write on 5 hair transplant techniques, 7 precautions to take when going for a hair transplant, 7 dangers of hair transplant, 11 precautions to take after hair transplant, etc. 2. Instruction posts. This style of blogging is most suited for those bloggers who wish to share or pass knowledge. For instance, a newspaper editor may want to give practical tips to students of journalism. He may explain the art of writing a headline, the process of selecting news reports, the points that must be kept in mind while cropping photographs, etc. Such posts build a loyal following over a period of time. 3. Comparison posts. Bloggers spend considerable time collecting information about products like cars, mobile phones, laptops, refrigerators, etc. They then post this information on their blogs in the form of charts, making it easy for visitors to compare prices of mobile phones, features, promotional schemes, etc. 4. Review posts. This is another popular form of blog writing. However, the success of such blogs depends upon how well the blogger knows the subject. For instance, a blogger who reviews new cars should be well informed about cars and be able to publish blog posts that are informative, objective, and technically sound. Blog headlines are much more important than newspaper or magazine headlines. This is because, unlike the print headlines, the blog headlines are written to serve two masters. The first master obviously is the individuals who visit the blog. They will read the blog only if they find the headline exciting enough to open the blog post. Dead headlines are unlikely to excite the curiosity of the visitors, and the chances are that the visitor may move to another blog. The second master is the search engine. The blog headline must have keywords that the search engine will index and store in its database. Ideally, these keywords should be those that are being searched. A good place to find the popular search words is Google AdWords Keywords page. This is a free service that Google provides. All that you need to do is to test the popularity of keywords that best reflect the content of your blog post. The Google tool will generate data of the searches made for the keyword and related keywords. You can then suitably tweak the blog headline. Every day, millions of words are posted on blogs. WordPress estimates that on its site, bloggers post 15 million words every day. WordPress, incidentally, is only one of the scores of blog providers that provide free blogging service. So you can imagine how many blog posts go up on the net every minute. Your blog post is like the proverbial needle in the haystack, a grain of sand on the seashore. How does a visitor find it? To be a successful blogger, you need to observe the following do's and don'ts. 1. You should blog on one subject only. Don't make the mistake of writing on everything under the sun. Your blog will lack focus and the visitors will be confused. A single subject blog invariably leads to a dedicated following. 2. Your blog should be on a subject you know. Never make the mistake of recycling content. The chances are that people would have already read that content elsewhere, and they will ignore your posting. The most valued content is that which is original. 3. Do not overreach yourself. It is better to write one good post a week than 3 average posts a day. 4. Make sure that you maintain a schedule. You may write once a day, twice or thrice a week, or even once a week. But make sure that your blog post goes up on that day, if possible at a fixed point of the day. This will give reason to visitors to land at your blog on those specific days when they expect fresh content to be available. 5. Cut out the I's from your blog. The most boring blogs are those where the bloggers tell you that I have done this, I have knowledge of this. The best blogs are those that use the conversational tone. They are written in the second person and are informal. 6. You must build a loyal following. And a good way to do this is to encourage your visitors to subscribe to your blog feed. Make sure that you position the RSS feed logo prominently. You should also put it at the end of each blog post so that it is noticed and the visitors may enter their subscription details. The RSS feed is not the only subscription tool available to you. You can also advise your visitors to subscribe to your newsletter. 7. You must provide for a user-friendly experience to your visitors. This can be achieved by using a design template which is easy on the eye and where the visitor can locate interesting content easily. You must make sure that the search box is placed prominently on your blog and there is a proper contact page which gives information about you. 8. You must not hide information about yourself. You must let the visitors know who you are by publishing an About Me page. This will give them confidence that the blog is being written by a person who knows the subject. 9. You must showcase your best posts. This decision need not be subjective, but should be based on statistics. You should use the blog admin area to find out which posts have been read the most. The headlines of these posts should then be displayed prominently so that the new visitors get to know about them. 10. You must assign keywords judiciously. Your blog posts will start figuring in search engine results if the keywords match search words. 11. You should be careful in the number of items you post on your blog. Your visitor has come to read what you have written. Don't ask him to click on ads or visit affiliate marketing links or recommend you to his friends. This may distract the visitor, and the primary purpose of bringing a visitor to your blog will be lost. There are 4 easy ways to popularize your blog. The first is to get your blog listed on blog search engines. The obvious choice is Google Blog Search. Once you do this, the Google bot starts visiting your blog and indexing its content. The other search engines where you should list your blog is Bloglines, Blogdex, and Blogpulse. The second way to popularize your blog is to list your blog on Indian blog directories. When you do so, your blog will start getting noticed by bloggers who blog on the same subject. The popular Indian blog directories are labnol.org, indieblogger.in, and blogs.oneindia.in. The third way is to integrate your blog with social networking sites like facebook.com, twitter.com, and googlecircles.com. When you do this, your every new blog post gets simultaneously published on these social networking sites. It can then get promoted by your friends who are members of these sites or picked up by search engines who regularly spider these sites. Either way, the reach of your blog post goes up. The fourth way is to catch the attention of fellow bloggers. You can achieve this by adopting the following 6-point strategy. 1. Make a list of blogs that you like most. These blogs should be related to the subject on which you blog. 2. List these blogs on your blog roll. In case the number of these blogs is more than 10, then create a separate page called your favorite blogs and list them there. 3. Subscribe to the RSS feeds of your favorite blogs. When you do so, the bloggers who have set up these blogs will notice you. 4. Comment on as many fresh posts that your fellow bloggers publish. The comments should not be frivolous but substantial. Make sure that your comments end with your blog address. 5. Try and create posts on points mentioned in the blog posts of your fellow bloggers. These posts should be original and not a rehash of what has been posted by your fellow bloggers. They should carry the trackback URL of your fellow bloggers. This will make them aware of your postings, and a few may visit your blog to check what you have written out of interest. 6. Wait patiently for at least 6 months. After that, send an email request asking your fellow bloggers to list you on their blog roll. The chances are that quite a few of them may accept your request, especially if they find you are a worthwhile blogger. Once this happens, you will become a part of the blogging community that so far you have admired from a distance. In this episode, you learned what is a blog and how the term blog came into existence. You were explained the process of creating a blog, important features of a blog, and the points you should keep in mind while writing blog headlines. You learned the important do's and don'ts of blogging and the measures you should take to popularize your blog. We hope that this episode will help you set up your very own blog. Those who do have their own blogs can use the points given today to make their blogs even more popular. Thank you, and see you soon with another informative episode. Goodbye.